guys, welcome to my channel and welcome back. I apologize in advance. I just made this whole video. It was like 20 minutes long. Some parts of my face is out of frame and I really apologize about that. I'm sorry. Just bear with me. I mean, you see my face for the most part and I'm explaining it and everything else, but I wanted to talk about my addiction before the addiction that I didn't even realize anything about until like a few days ago. I was thinking about it. Stay tuned, and trigger warning for self-harm and EDs, substance abuse and addiction. So if you are going through any of these right now, or you're trying to stay off of any of these, maybe click off the video. That is up to you. I try to keep it, as clean and not fantasizable as possible. So continue watching. Let's go ahead. I promised my subscribers a long time ago when I hit 1,000 subs, I would tell my story. I think I should start doing that in segments now, and I hope I'm in frame. I made a video a few months back about what phet addiction is like. The street words is
dog food, boy, dog hair, H.
That's what my DOC was. It turned into, it wasn't real H anymore. After a while, it turned into the phet. So I'm gonna talk about now, because I've been thinking, where did this start? Where did this addiction start for me in my life? And maybe you guys will see a pattern in yourselves as well. I have addiction running through my family. I'm sure if you're watching this, if you're an addict or a recovering addict, or know anyone in addiction, have some family members or friends who are struggling or have struggled. The point of this video is I'm gonna talk about when I was younger, and the first thing that I really remember, I don't know what I could say on YouTube, but the drugs came into my life in middle school, into high school doing this. I mean, even into my adult life, I was doing it as well here and there when I was off of the drugs. What it was a lot of people suffer with this problem, but I have an addictive personality, and obviously, because I went through my whole stage, and I am 4.5 years. I have to check the dates and do all that aligning, but gosh, it's been a long time. And I'm proud of myself, and if you have any time clean, congrats to you. Put your clean date down below if you want. And if you're not clean and you're watching this, hey, this is the first step to anything. You're aware that you have an issue. A lot of people will probably be thinking wow, I would never think this would be a part of addiction, but what I'm getting to is I used to get bullied a lot in middle school, especially. Bullied for, gosh guys, I don't even want to bring it up, but I don't care about it anymore. I grew out of the whole bullying situation, but I'm Greek. I grow hair, okay? I used to shave my arms. I don't really shave them anymore. It's not even that big of a deal, but people made fun of me so bad for my arms, and they would come during Christmas, after Christmas break and all that, and come with a pack of razors to school and be like, here girl, you need to use those on your arms. And they would call me a monkey and stuff like that. It was crazy. And people would try and fight me. It was ridiculous. People are mean, especially in middle school and high school and all that. I don't know what made me get into this, but at a point where I was wearing long sleeve sweatshirts over my school shirts, hide my arms, I don't care. I could give two shits about it now, but moving on. I would go home and cry and just cry. Those years of my life were very bad thoughts, unaliving thoughts, and I feel like we've all, a lot of people have been in this situation. It's sad. Just, realize what they could do to a person. So I would go home crying, and I would take a blade. Trigger warning, trigger warning, trigger warning. If you're still suffering with that, please click off this video. So I thought I'd say that. Take a blade out. I would use scissors or a box cutter. That was like my favorite thing. Oh my gosh, it's crazy. And I still have scars all over my body. That's why I got tattoos, because you can still see all the scars on my arms. And people would always ask me, now that I'm grown up, before I got my sleeve, what's that? What's that? Like, you know what that is. Started to self-harm. And I remember, I'm gonna get into a little bit of detail here. The pain I was putting myself through, hating myself so much. I hated myself. You know, just seeing, like, trigger warning, please tap off right now. If this will trigger you, I really suggest. But just seeing the blood drip, oh my God, it was my favorite part. I would do that every night for hours and hours and just be crying and hating myself. And, you know, it lasted for years and years, you know, on and off. Got brought to my school's attention. They saw my arms. So many different things that was happening. But I know that that was my first start to my problems and addiction, because I was addicted to that. Just like a ritual, I was an IV user. It's kind of like, that's kind of a self-harm thing too. People will bang up anything. Just the ritual of putting it in a spoon, heating it up, whatever, putting the cotton in, drawing it up, and then seeing your blood draw back, that's a form of self-harm. I feel like it's very similar in a way. I just now realized, wow, I had an addiction before I had an addiction, and it wasn't even to any substances. And then also around this time when I was cutting and self-harming, I was, how do I put it, trigger warning as well. For anyone with ED, please, please, especially if you're going through it right now, I don't want to trigger you. I was going through anorexia and bulimia, and then there was times of binge eating. I know there's a word for it, I just forgot because it was so long ago, because I don't really do that anymore. I grew out of that because I'm kind of I lost a lot of weight now, and that was not from me starving myself. I can promise you that. Yeah, that ended a while ago, but while I was doing the self-harm with the cutting, I was also eating 200 calories a day. And then working out at the gym with my bestie, and we were both in this together, like, you know, trying to lose weight, keeping each other accountable, going on pro-ana websites, which is terrible. I don't know why they have those up still, and just like wanting to be the thinnest that you could ever be. And it took over our lives, me and my best friend. It took over mine. That and cutting, like, it just was together. And I mean, I would starve myself. My parents, you know, we didn't grow up rich. We didn't grow up really, I don't even like to use the word poor, but we just didn't grow up with money at all. We were lucky to get a plate of spaghetti, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, all the times my parents would cook food, I would throw that up. I don't think they even know that part about me now. But I would throw it up, and I would have like this trash bag in my room, and I would throw all my stuff out in there, like my plate, all the food that was left, and my puke. So that's like one thing I want to say. If you have gone through that in your life, be careful, because that's like kind of we want to be in control. That's the whole thing with addiction. We want to be in control. For instance, while I was starving myself, binging and purging and all that stuff, that was the main focus of my life, you know? Everything else was blocked out, just like a substance would do to you. You know, you take the substance and everything else you don't have to worry about it because you're focused on one thing. At the time, I was focused on my ED and self-harm. And if you're watching this and you're going through this right now, but if there is any like younger kids watching this, you suggest that you find and seek help if you're going through this. And, you know, even adults do this and go through this. So I suggest the same thing. I'm no therapist, so I can't tell you what to do. But the reason I stopped those habits was because I had started after that drinking and going into my whole addiction, following the wrong crowd of people. And, I just wanted to fit in. That was my main thing. I wanted to fit in. I had such bad social anxiety. I feel like that's what kicked off my substance abuse. We are gonna go ahead and talk more into the substances that I tried early on and like what kind of got me hooked, because I will tell you right now, when I finally found this group of people that seemed to accept me, they were buying, it was guys and stuff. They were older than me and my friends, and they would buy like all these different types of substances. Who knows why? I don't know. But there's also a story within that as well. I don't know if I really want to put it out, but when I'm ready, I will. This guy would be buying me anything I wanted, substance-wise. Getting back to where I was going. In the beginning, I don't know if I've said this before, but I heard a song on the radio during a house party, and we were actually in the car at the time. This is the first substance that I took besides alcohol and marijuana. I heard the song Pop the Molly, I'm sweating, woo, gold all in my chains. If you guys want to look up the song Gold All in My Chains, I think that's what it's called. So long ago, but that made me tell everyone, hey guys, we should try this. And boom, that night we got it and I took it, and I said to myself, guys, I just took my first like real substance, is what we're gonna say on YouTube. I was just like, I just wanted to experiment from there on out with every substance. And I was not thinking of the higher substances. I was not thinking of like at all. I was thinking more of psychedelics and, just tripping and DMT and the Molly, So I just wanted to experience it at least once in my life. And, I did a lot of that. And yeah, and then that's what kicked off my addiction. But I do just want to spread awareness about like self-harming, EDs. I want to spread awareness about, because those things can lead into other things. It's something that I just thought about like a couple days ago, and I was like, I need to make a video on this because I didn't even know I had an addictive personality before the substances came in. Hi guys, so I'm gonna end the video out here. Got cut off because storage. iPhone's in the storage. I need a camera, y'all. It doesn't need to be nice, it's just a camera. Okay, so I love you guys. Please don't forget to hit that like button. It does not cost money. Leave a comment, even if it's a heart, just to show some love. And subscribe if you like videos like this. And if you want to go take a look at my page at some of the other fun stuff, some, 18 and over stuff over there, Take a look and subscribe if you want to. And I'll see y'all in the next one.